My apologies yesterday, folks, for the fact the link didn't work. I've since tried to fix it and I think it should be fine now. So if you now go into Compass and go to our lesson for today, under the lesson plan, under your dashboard in other words, there will be the link. So if we now click on that link, that should then take us to the Quizlet site. Now you'll notice it takes you to the MCB 2015 Year 7 Science class. So that's the class that I've set up for us. And to check that you're in, you could go to class members, and that would then you'll see yourself in this list. Anyway, what I'd like you to do, once you're at this particular site, I want you to explore these three sets. And the first one is a list of words that we've learnt or talked about in our classes, and you need to be able to understand or know the meaning of each of these words. And so in order to help you, you can use these learning tools. And then when you're ready, you can do a practice test. And once you've done the practice test and you feel that you're happy with it, you can then come up and see me and get the real test. Alternatively, what I might be able to do is set it up on Edmodo, but at this stage it'll be a paper test for you to write on. So let me now quickly just take you through some of these learning tools, and I think some of you will be familiar with them. But the first one, what that does, it sets up flashcards. So here it's got this statement, and then you need to try to guess or try to remember what you think the word that goes with that statement is. And when you've had a go, you want to check the answer, click to flick, and there's the answer. Okay, so that's one way to learn these words. Another way is to use the data that you have collected during an experiment. And in this case, as you noticed, it'll actually read, well, I will read this statement, and then you need to write in the word that goes with it. So that's another learning tool that you can use. The other thing I need to say is that you will need to know how to spell these words correctly. So here you can also go to a speller, and in this case I or someone will say the word heterotroph and you need to spell it. And remember, the spelling has to be exact. If you get one letter wrong, it'll mark you as wrong. There are two more things I want to show you. There's the scatter game, and what that does, it spreads all the statements and all the words, or some of them at least, on the board, and then you need to drag the word over the correct statement, all of them, as fast as you can. You've got it on the clock here, so it'll actually measure how much time it takes you to finish. And obviously not all the words are there, so you need to do this a few times to cover all the words. Finally, there's a race, and the race is where statements fly across the screen and you need to read it and type in the answer in the box before it disappears to the other side in order to get 100 points per item. If you wait too long, you miss it and a window pops up. So you need to write what you think the answer is now before you can continue. Okay, so what I would like you to do then is to go to... Sorry about that. So what I want you to do is to use those learning tools for each of these three sets. So living things to begin with, then symbols and equipment, and then the animal pictures. Now for this one, this is related to the picture, the group of animals that you were given, the colour handout of pictures of different animals. If you have misplaced yours, or you haven't, or there are some animals missing, come and see me and I'll give you another copy of it. Okay, so you need to work your way through these three sets, and in each case you need to use the different learning tools, and then make a test up, do the test, see how you go, and when you're ready, when you've done all three of these, you may then come up and get the real test. Okay? Once you've completed that, you can then go to the next video. Thank you.